Okay, hey guys, I'm here live with Marie Miller. Okay, so I have a few questions to ask you. First off is kind of the obvious, what drew you to music?
Wow. I think I've been performing since I was like a baby. I always loved entertaining, whether it was plays or just doing fun skits with my family and singing and practicing. I started playing piano really young, and so it just has been a part of my life for so long. I don't even remember when I started, but I couldn't imagine my life without it.
Wow. What was the first instrument you started with?
I started with piano,
Yeah.
and I thought it was okay. And then I was thinking, I want to play something like more fun, So then I started playing guitar, and then eventually the mandolin as well, which the
Oh,
mandolin is my main instrument.
right. Wow, that's impressive. So 3 instruments already?
Yes, yeah, but um, I don't. I'm not like amazing at any of them. I'm a generalist.
No, judging by your songs, you are amazing at it,
Oh, thank you.
honestly. So 3 years ago, you played at the March for Life, and I was actually there.
Oh wow, wasn't that fun?
It was a lot of fun being
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What's it like being on stage like that in front of so many people?
I love it. So I never get nervous or anything.
Never?
Yeah, no, never. And especially in an event like that, it was just really cool to be a part of such a great cause. And so that's kind of what I was thinking about, just feeling very privileged. But yeah, I never get nervous on stage. I got nervous when I was going to perform for Pope Francis, which I got to do a couple years ago. And that was amazing.
That's so cool.
One time, yeah, getting nervous.
Did you go all the way up to Rome for that?
No, actually, when he came to the United States, so it was in Philadelphia, so much easier to get to.
Yeah, I imagine so. Oh my goodness, that's so awesome.
It was super fun.
Let's see. What is your inspirations for your songs?
So I am not very good at writing songs unless something hits me super hard. There's some songwriters that will have an idea and just write a big song about it. For me, it has to be this huge thing that happens in my life. So it's people in my life that have affected me. Also, some of the songs are from things that I've taken from literature. I love to read. And
Really?
so books that have made big impacts on my life, a lot of times some of my songs are inspired by that.
What do you usually read?
I love old literature, so I'm not good at like contemporary books. So I love Russian literature, Anna Karenina, the Brothers Karamazov. I just read East of Eden by John Steinbeck for the first time, and it was life changing. So I like long books because I feel like you become friends with them
Exactly.
by the end. And I like, but I also love C.S. Lewis and Tolkien, and yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I made a list of what to ask you here. So, do you have any advice for other aspiring Christian singers?
Sure. Yes. So advice that so many artists have given me when I was starting out and still now working hard is just practice, practice, practice. Like, I think sometimes we can focus on the idea of people listening to us and getting shows and like doing all those things, but it's like, if you're not good, then it's like, there's no reason to do it. You want to be excellent at your instrument or at your voice, your song. So just work really hard on music. And then also always do it for the other. So if you're doing art just for yourself, then it's actually, I would say it's not even art, because I think art needs the listener or the viewer to really be fully itself. And so always be thinking of serving, which sometimes I don't do a very good job at, but just thinking about when you're performing, how can I bring joy to the people listening or seeing my painting or watching my movies or whatever art you do.
That's wonderful. Wow. I kind of feel like you're the Disney princess singer for the Catholic world. Like, you're kind of like Rapunzel. 6'2". That's what it reminds me of. You remind me of Rapunzel singing that.
Oh, thank you. We were driving back I played in Canada, and we were driving back and we were doing the Which Disney Princess Are You quiz.
Oh, I love that quiz. Oh my goodness.
So good. I always get Mulan or Pocahontas, which I realized, I'm like, yes, those are my two favorites.
Oh, Pocahontas for sure. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, is Pocahontas your favorite?
Yeah, I like Pocahontas quite a lot.
She's the best.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so can you tell me about your new album, Letterbox?
Yeah, so Letterbox is my first full-length album, which is really exciting. It was released on April 29th, so it's a baby album, and it was inspired by songs that I was writing. I was writing these songs, and they all seemed like letters. So things that I wanted to say to someone that I couldn't, and so I would write a song about it instead of telling them. And so it's kind of my letter. So that's why I called it Letterbox. So it's a collection of those things. And then also because I love to write letters myself. So I think I'm like old school that way. I think it's so awesome. No, I love it. It's the best. So, and so I was like, I want to talk about that. And so that's where the album name came from.
How long did it take to record all of that?
It took about a year actually altogether, and I recorded it, yes, in Los Angeles and in Nashville. So really, really joyful, such a fun time. It's so fun to write a song, you know, in your room, and then all of a sudden be in a studio and watching it come to life like that is really cool.
Mm-hmm. How long does it take for each song?
Well, let's see, it kind of depends. It's not a super long process for the actual recording, but there's a lot of preparation going into it. And then of course it's songwriting, and you know, I love, best part is my vocal time, you know, to be able to sing those songs. And I can be working on a song in the studio for like an hour, or it can be like 5 hours, you know, for my vocals. It just depends on how everyone's feeling it, and if it's, you know, so your voice is very temperamental. You never know like how it's gonna sound.
So shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh goodness, how long do you rehearse every day?
Ooh, that's a great, okay, so it's so funny that you asked me that, because I just made a chart, because I'm so bad about being consistent about my rehearsing. And so I'm like, I need to be good. So I have this huge board in my room now for my rehearsing. And so I try to sing an hour a day. Right now I'm working on musical theater, so I'm working a lot on vocalizing, and then I songwrite, try to do an hour of songwriting a day. And so, yeah, so like about 2 to 3 hours is what I try to do.
Oh, that's not so bad at all.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And then I get to do fun stuff like this, like talk about music with awesome people like yourself. And then I try to go to mass and adoration if I can every day. And then I try to exercise, as we secretly know now. That's what I'm going to do after we're done.
Exactly. Multitasking at its
fine. I know, you look so beautiful, and I'm like, no, like I was like, oh my god. But yeah, you're seeing me for real. This is the real Marie Miller, because I have sport shorts on right now, but we're not going to do that. So.
Hey, I mean, I'm a huge fangirl of you anyway, so I mean, if you're dressed up or in workout clothes, I don't care. I'm just very happy right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Me too.
So you do Broadway singing too?
I just started working on that. I have an amazing vocal teacher that is helping me learn that. And I love that music, and I love being dramatic in any way that I can. So to be able to do that has been really fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Wow. And you never get nervous? I mean, I don't see how you can do that. Go on a stage filled with thousands of people and just not get nervous.
No, I get a lot of energy from it. It's so fun. Yeah. I mean, but what you're doing right now is kind of, I feel like it's more nerve-wracking what you're doing.
Nah, not at all. I mean, I don't actually see all the people like you do. It's
really That's true. That's true. But still, it's hard. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I don't get nervous. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm supposed to be doing this. It's like just super easy and fun.
Exactly. It's your calling after all. So how long have you been Catholic for? Are you a cradle Catholic, or did you convert into the faith?
So I am a cradle Catholic. And I kind of had sort of, my faith became my own when I was about 14 years old. I wrote a song called The Road, and it was sort of this realization that the choice, you know, that you were going to give your life to Jesus and make it really not just, okay, my parents are driving me to church, or you know, I have to go to you know, youth camp in the summer, whatever you kind of are sort of forced to do. You know, I was being sort of forced to do, and I was like, I want to do more, and I want to, because I believe that this is the road that is the only way too. It's amazing. I think that John Paul II has greatly inspired me so much. And something that he says that's so incredible is that he says that is Jesus who you seek when you dream of happiness. And as young people, we're like, I just want to be happy. Like, I just want to adventure. Like, I want to do something amazing with my life. And I have found that the Christian life is the most adventurous. It's the most happy. It's the most exciting, as tempting as the world is. And it is tempting, and it's really hard, and it's a daily struggle, is that truly it is the most happy life. So
exactly, there's no other better life, better way to live and have guidelines and rules, and it keeps us in check, you know.
It does. That's true. We need that.
Yeah, exactly. Let me think. Oh, I'm so nervous right now. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh, you should look at this. I'm so sad. I'm like, can we do this again when I look pretty?
For sure, but I mean, you always look pretty, so what are you talking about?
Like my dad's shoes in the background too, because we had like technical difficulties with my. And I'm at home in Virginia right now. Sometimes I'm in Nashville. And where are you? Because you're on Central Time, right?
Yeah, I'm here in Texas, so by the Dallas area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Have you ever been to Dallas or Texas in general?
I was born in Dallas, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, a fellow Texan.
Yes, keep it real. And I actually play at South by Southwest a lot, which is in Austin, the festival in Austin. And then I've played, a few times in Texas. So hopefully soon, then we'll get to meet in person.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Oh my goodness, that would be a dream come true. Honestly. Like, my cousins are a huge fan of you too. I remember first listening to 6'2" with them, and they were fangirling so hard over that song. And yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I love when people like 6'2". There's been a few people that really don't like it, and they tell me like there's been guys that have written me on Twitter and said you're so mean to short guys, and everything. I'm like, I'm totally kidding. You don't even know how tall 6'2" is. I was like, it's a joke. You gotta realize that.
Oh my goodness.
So there were some haters out there for that song.
I can't believe they would complain about that.
People are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I can say anything I want. Yeah, it's been so funny. Yeah, there's a lot of, especially my YouTube. Don't look, because there's some crazy people. They're like, she's so terrible. She's so shallow.
Oh my gosh. What?
No, guys.
Honestly, 5 minutes of talking to you, you would never get that impression. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, people. But although I am pretty tall, so I'm I guess I.
Yeah, it's kind of
like if you like tall guys, I'm sorry.
The necessity.
Yeah, you want to wear heels too, but
exactly. Okay, so what was the journey into the music industry like? How old were you when you first got into it?
Yeah, so I got into music really young. I was about 15 when I got signed to a record label.
Oh wow!
And so pretty crazy. And I did it full time for 2 years, and then decided that I wanted to just kind of stop, go to school. So I went to college for a couple of years, and then went back in and came back to Nashville as a songwriter, and focusing on that, and wrote a ton of music, and then recorded some music, which was the 6'2" and You're Not Alone. That was the fruit of a couple of years of songwriting.
Right.
Finally got released in 2014. Yep. And so then Letterbox came out in just a few months ago. So.
Wow, it's really awesome. What are you working on now?
So I've been actually songwriting again and working on that, but mostly touring, which has been so fun. I got to perform in Europe for the first time in July.
That's awesome.
Yes, super fun. I was in Germany and Denmark performing, and then I was in Canada, last weekend, and I just playing all over the U.S., but then also Canada again this weekend, and then Idaho and Grand Rapids, Oregon. So keeping really busy with touring, and we'll be presenting one of the songs to radio and pushing that. So I'll be touring again around visiting radio stations, and so that's what's coming up. So it's exciting.
What's it like getting interviewed by radio stations?
It's really fun. Being a small, tiny artist. It's, you know, you're kind of trying to prove yourself sometimes. You know, they're excited about seeing like the big stars, and you come in and they're kind of like, oh, okay, like business as usual. And so, but I enjoy it. I love meeting new people, and I love performing at any chance that I get. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, you definitely seem like you love what you do all the way.
I do.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Well, it's really fun. Your job's fun too.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. This is your job, right? I mean,
yeah. I do this on the side. I model and then do this. So these are like my jobs. Thank you.
Well, those are two really cool artistic jobs. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, what was your favorite place to tour in Europe?
Ooh, well, we loved Germany. I don't know if you've been to Germany, but it is a beautiful place. And Denmark was beautiful too, but it was really fun. Just, I think overall my favorite place. Yeah, it's just a cool spot. After Germany, we went to France because my sister Tess was with me, and she wanted to see a little town like in Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
We went to like a country town in France, and we pretended to be Belle.
Oh my gosh, that's like a dream come true to me.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You got to be Disney princess for a while. Oh my goodness.
I know, seriously. This is the theme of our conversation, is Disney princess. Yeah, I guess I'm obsessed. I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. So if somebody is watching this and they want to hire you for a gig or something, how would they go through the process? Like, how do we find you?
Sure. Well, very easily just through like either Instagram or my website has a booking. So it's booking@mariemillermusic.com. And then, yeah, Facebook, but almost the easiest would be the website. But I love getting anything like social media wise on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. And those are all, Facebook is Marie Miller, /Marie Miller, and Instagram and Twitter are Marie Miller Sing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's pretty easy to find you. Wow. Honestly, when I sent that DM, I'm like, there's no way I could get her on this show because she's such a big artist.
Oh my gosh, no way. I just like didn't see it because I'm really bad at the, you know, what's it called? The direct
messaging.
Yeah, like when you request. I like don't see those as much. So I was glad. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. So yeah, so I wrote you back as soon as I saw it. I wrote you back.
Oh my goodness. I swear I fangirled so hard in that moment. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, it always slips my mind. I was just about to ask you, I think. What other artists do you look up to?
I love so many artists. I grew up listening to some amazing musicians. As a songwriter and singer, Sarah Bareilles, who has taken a little bit of a break from touring and recording and had a Broadway musical that did really well. But she wrote Brave and Love Song. I don't know if you know her music, but her, yeah, she's like she's the person that I look up to the most, I think. But I'm trying to think like other artists too. I mean, I grew up listening to really old, music, and so I a lot of like the modern people like I don't know who that is, and I just saw John Mayer play, which he was amazing, and I've always been a big fan of his. And I love the old like folk music. There's some really awesome artists right now that are performing and that I go to see too.
So how old are you talking, like, for the music wise? Like, are you talking 1960s, 1950s, or?
Sure. Well, all the way back to like 1930s, like the standards,
really?
Like the jazz stuff. I loved singing those songs and listening to them. I had like a Louis Armstrong album when I was a little girl, but then I love the Eagles and the Beatles and James Taylor, Cat Stevens, Carole King. So there's just a range. And it's so cool, like with Spotify and everything now, you can just find so much music so easily. Yeah.
You're not searching on YouTube for hours on something.
Yes, totally.
That's wonderful. You even go all the way back to the 1930s, so like swing music and all that. That's cool.
Yes. I love them. And I love those old movies too.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. What is your favorite old-time actress or actor?
Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, I love them. They freak me out. I also love Jack Lemmon, Marlon Brando. Yeah, there's like so many. Yeah, I think Marlon Brando's like my heartthrob, you know, like old actor. But there's that musical comedy genre though, of where it's like these songs that we still are listening to, like The Way You Look Tonight being in, I think it was in Swing Time, the Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movie. Might have been another one. It's like one of those, and just like watching it for the first time and realizing they wrote this song, like one of my favorite songs for this movie. Like it's just so.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my goodness. And the actors back then were such hunks, you know? Even the older ones, I swear, like the grandpas and stuff, they have like this beautiful jawline. They're just
amazing. Although, have you seen La La Land?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good. It will make you feel like you're back in the 1930s. It's good. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. Isn't that like a 2012 movie? So it's kind of recent.
Yeah, I would say actually even older. I think it might be like 2015. 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that old. And it's Ryan Gosling, but he's wearing a suit, like a cool suit the whole entire movie. And then Emma Stone is wearing, she wears all these cool old dresses and they dance and sing in it. It's just like it's like an old movie. So it's very fun.
I gotta watch that then. Wow.
And it's like almost 100% clean.
Almost 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, which is like insane for a movie today.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. No propaganda put into it or anything like that. So
yeah.
Wonderful.
The rarity.
Exactly. So what is your favorite old time movie?
Gosh, that's such a great question. There's some amazing, like, I'm just trying to think. I'm like getting excited. I'm like, wow. Maybe Swing Time for Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I love, there's, gosh, Wizard of Oz is amazing. Seven Brides, Seven Brothers. These are all musicals now that I'm thinking about it. People are obsessed with Casablanca, and I love Casablanca, but I'm not sure like if it's like my favorite movie.
I don't know. Like that's a really popular one too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and maybe I'm a little too hipster. I'm like, well, no, everybody likes it, so I can't like it. Yeah, I just bought this pack of old because they're so easy. You can buy like a bin at like Walmart.
Yeah,
exactly. All those old movies. So that's amazing. I just watched, and like this is newer, but like The Great Gatsby with Robert Redford was really good. And that's like one of my favorite books, and so that was awesome. But yeah, how about you?
I really like Audrey Hepburn, so I like Roman Holiday, Three Coins in the Fountain, that kind of stuff. Old time romantic movies.
Yes, totally. But those are sad though, because it doesn't work out. Just Roman Holidays like makes me cry.
Exactly. Yeah. It's sad, but still, she was such an amazing actress. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I swear. So, what's your favorite prayer?
Wow, that's a great question. Favorite prayer? I love the Come Holy Spirit because the purpose is and you will renew the face of the earth, and like renewal and newness has been a theme in my life, especially this year. This year has been like crazy, or especially last year was crazy, and just like you kind of think sometimes in your brokenness that you're never going to be whole again. And like, that's the incredible experience of the gospel is like this newness that he allows us to experience where it's like before sin, like before, he like forgives you, and he forgets about it. And even just, that's been really, really amazing, to me. I love, there's this book that I love, Mother Teresa and John Paul II. They're like my favorite. Yeah, and Mother Teresa has some incredible prayers, and this book that I read every time I'm in adoration, I always bring it, and it's just this. They're super simple, but they're like incredibly profound. Her words are just like healing balm. It's like
What books are they?
The book that I'm trying to remember, because I remember I had like taken off the cover, so I'm trying to think about what the book is called. It's like one of those like inspirational, like, it's like the quotes of Mother Teresa. Like they're all over. So it's just like a bunch of different of her sayings. Yeah. So, and John was like encyclicals. I love his encyclicals. Yeah, so good. And like Gospel of Life, and there's just some amazing. Yeah, he's so cool.
Is your family really supportive of all this?
Yes, they're super supportive. A lot of them are very musical as well, and really understand music, and are always coming to shows. I just had my sisters with me in Canada. I have 9 siblings, so there's always like someone.
9 siblings. Oh, so you have a fellow big family like me. So
how big is your family?
There's 8 children. So.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, just 2 girls and 6 boys. So
I'm so jealous. So many boys.
No, you don't understand. It's such a struggle. Like the bathrooms and everything, sharing them.
Boys are the best, though. They're cool. Oh.
Iffy.
Oh man. So so are you? Yeah, where are you on the line? I know we're supposed to be asking. I want to know about you. Who cares about me?
Oh no. Number 4. So,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm 9 years older than my younger sister, so I went a long time without a sister.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that's hard.
It's very hard. What about you?
So I'm the 3rd oldest, and my oldest brother is 32, and my younger sister is 10. So there's a big age, and then it goes 1 boy, 5 girls, and then 3 boys and 1 girl. Yeah, so it's like kind of sandwiched. Yeah.
So you kind of have the opposite. So 5 girls. Wow. Oh my goodness. What's that like, growing up with all of them?
It's great. It's so awesome. They're my best friends. Like I wouldn't trade it. Yeah. It's really it's really amazing. It's hard to like get anything done when I'm home.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we just hang out, and but it's overall, it's like so much fun. Like my sister just got married on New Year's Eve of 2016, and the 4 girls were her bridesmaids, and my sister Megan was the flower girl, the 10-year-old, and it's just like it's just so fun to have best friends that are going to be there for you forever.
Exactly. Built-in best friends and everything.
Exactly.
And all the grandkids that will be born, like family reunions will be insane with all those people.
I know. Same to you. It's going to be cool. Yeah.
Exactly. All the nieces and nephews there, it will be absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Do you have any married siblings?
No, not yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on my older brothers on that.
Good job. They need sisters to take care of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
They're in the background right now, like shaking their head, like don't.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I think I should wrap this up. So thank you very much for being on my show and gracing us with your presence.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was super fun. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye.